Hi, welcome. My name is Han Liu. Here I am presenting our work learning human compatible representations for case-based decision support. This is joint work with my colleagues at the University of Chicago and the Chicago Human Plus AI Lab. Let's start with some backgrounds in model explainability. When interpreting model predictions, people can use examples as justifications. For example, in a typical image classification test distinguishing butterflies from moths, we may wonder why our model gives a prediction, let's say butterfly, for a test image. A similar looking butterfly image in the training set retrieved based on the model internals can then justify the model prediction. On the other hand, example can also support humans in decision making. For example, when humans are asked to classify whether a test image shows butterfly or moth, a butterfly image and a moth image in the training set can serve as the decision support for human decision maker. In this work, we investigate how to retrieve effective decision support and justification. We find two properties of machine learning models are often desired. First, high autonomous performance. In order to support human decision makers, a machine learning model should have satisfying performance by itself. Second, transparency and explainability. To justify its predictions, a machine learning model should provide human users with comprehensible explanations. However, we observed that previous high-accuracy supervised learning models may not align with human understanding. Here is a two-dimensional visualization of representations of butterflies and moths produced by a popular supervised model, ResNet. On the right-hand side, we observe that the nearest neighbor of the test image may look very different from the test image. Whereas on the left-hand side, a human perceived similar image may reside far from the test image in the representation space. Such misaligned representations may not produce effective decision support or justifications. Therefore, we propose a new method, human-compatible representations. We design it with two objectives, both achieving high autonomous performance and being aligned with human perceptions. In this way, we hope to bridge the gap between the high-accuracy traditional models and human understanding. We develop a multi-task learning framework with two tasks corresponding to our two objectives. The first task is to learn the underlying decision-making problem. We select both a natural and a medical image classification task that are challenging for laypeople in our experiments. Both are labeled datasets. The second task is to learn to predict human visual similarity judgment. We collect triplet annotations from crowd workers as training data. This is in the format of two alternative first choice, where humans given two candidate images, A and B, need to choose which one looks more similar to a reference image. Our loss function is then a weighted sum between a cross entropy loss for the image classification and the triplet margin loss for the human judgment prediction, with controlling hyperparameter lambda. Now that we have trained our new model, let's move on to evaluation. Remember, our setup is that human makes decisions and the machine provides examples as decision support. The question is then, how do we select the decision support images? We experiment with three types of support policies. First, random decision support with random examples from each class. This is our baseline. Second, neutral decision support. We select the nearest neighbors of the test example from each class. Third, persuasive decision support. We select the nearest neighbor from the predicted class and the furthest examples from the other class. For pros and cons of these decision support policies, please check out the discussion in our paper. Here are the results from human subject study. Our human-compatible representations outperform random policy and MLE model, namely ResNet, improving human accuracy by 17% on butterfly versus moth and 13% on pneumonia classification. For takeaways, we highlighted the importance of alignment in representation learning, proposed a multi-task learning framework, designed a novel evaluation with case-based decision support, and achieved promising results on human subject experiments. Thank you for listening.